call has been accepted. The lift will arrive shortly. Lift has arrived. Doors will open shortly.
It is freezing here. There's boats up there, holy crap.
De siège afin de laisser libre les compartiments à bagages pour les bagages volumineux uniquement.
Ok. Ok, je comprends. Je comprends. Silence, s'il vous plaît. It's cool.
Make sure it's side on, that's it. Just pulling in. Thank you. Which are you? No problem.
Am I back there?
Yes, you are. That way, yes.
This is so cool. Oh. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Dude. I'm taking a video. Say cheese. Okay.
Well, Eurostar can now do the same journey in only 2 hours and 25 minutes. Eh bien, Eurostar sait maintenant faire le même trajet en seulement 2 heures et 25 minutes. La traversée se fait environ en 20 minutes à la vitesse croisière de 160 km par heure. Nous vous souhaitons à tous une agréable traversée sous les mers. Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue en France. Il est 9h56, heure locale. Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Good morning, lovely passengers. In now. Une fois qu'on aura passé l'île, pour être un peu plus précis. Merci. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are slowing down again. It's because we are in the queue now, because we were delayed in Calais. I will be able to and 13, we will be happy to help you. We might have more delay, but for now it's 36 minutes because we are on the queue, so there is more train before us, but I will let you informed. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Le transport parisien. Venez nous rendre visite, la voiture número 6, merci. Queridos pasajeros, solo para informarles de que nos quedan algunos carnes y tickets individuales para el transporte público parisino. Vengan a visitarnos en el coche número 6, gracias.
Yeah.
This is the roughest part of it. So far. Okay. You can at least walk up to the windows. If you see something you want, I'll right down. Yeah, you have it there.
I mean, not in particular, but we can look, I guess.
Mozzarella and pesto baguette.
Oh, cool.
It's only $7. But we can wait till we get to the
Yeah, I just want to know.
or if you want to Coke is $2. bunch of dirty sets. I think it's just a can.
Yeah, I think
It's just a can.
What about a Kit Kat? What about a Kit Kat?
Do you want a Kit Kat?
Yeah, sure.
Are you sure? Because let me see how much.
Well, how much is it?
Let me see. Kit Kat's only $2.50, but it's only it's not very big.
Yeah, we could wait.
Yeah. But yeah, this is where I came up for like a little while.
This is cool.
You have enough space on your phone.
Huh? Oh yeah.
I mean, like okay.
I have like ample space now. Like I could probably record half the trip now.
Well, don't run it all up on. I got like a sample of the French countryside.
Yeah.
I want to keep your video running.
Yeah. Like this. It's cool.
It's awesome or what? I mean, we're moving. Hey, sometimes all of a sudden, like another train comes out.
I know, right?
But that
I
is
saw
cool
that.
that you got that little bit of town.
Yeah. When it's like pressurized, it like hurts my ears. Not hurts, but like feels so weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Oh my gosh! I got that on video too.
The window like
Yeah.
bulged because of how fast that.
Imagine if we crashed into that.
Yeah, we'd be dead. Yeah. But look, can you get the? Look at that! Look at that!
I know, and they're finally driving on the right side. Holy crap! Thank goodness.
This is nice though. This part of this.
Wow.
Look at that little. It's just like you just kind of see like some cool little villages.
I know, it's really cool. And then the woods. Like,
Gavin, I think you could do this trip. I think you could come here and then venture out into the countryside because you'll be able to drive on the right side of the road, the correct, like our American side of the road.
Yeah, the correct side.
But if you pick up a little bit more French, you'll be able to like venture around.
It's really beautiful though. This would be fun with Tyler. It'd be super fun. What is it?
I don't know, some big manor back there. But wait, what if you'll get a view of it? No, it's just through those trees.
Huh.
You got tape in it now? No. Yeah, I don't think they care to.
I know, right? It's kind of flat. I mean, not too flat, but
Yeah, generally flat. don't have to videotape the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you pick up pieces of here and there. Look at that.
Holy crap.
Imagine 700 years ago, all the serfs were like working this land, like farming under
Yeah.
lions. They were like plowing the fields.
Oh yeah.
Not that we've seen yet.
Yeah.
We're booking it. We're going like 100 miles an hour.
I mean, Damien said that we're going like 300 kilometers per hour.
It could be the right thing. I don't have any more internet.
Wait, did you get internet?
I did, and then
Oh, great. Well, it was good.
But now I'm kind of adjusting. So, but I was supposed to spend more time in London, but I met some people in Paris. So I went to see Abba in London. Yeah, it'd be really good. It's like virtual because they're old now.
it's all cloudy.
Yeah.
Because it looks it's like a real country, so they built the whole arena, I guess with video and stuff. But it
That's
looks
too
like
bad.
cool.
Oh my gosh, where did this come from? Look, we're like in the middle of a huge settlement here. This can't be Paris, can it?
No, but we're getting out there, man.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thanks. Oh. Pas de problème. Pas de problème.
Regal. I think we're.
I've not done that, mate.
We'll stay here for a few more minutes and then head back.
Yeah. It's a little bit more developed over here.
Yeah. We're closer to the city. Sure.
Yeah.
Let me look at the other side real quick. Once we get past this embankment.
I don't know if it's that, because if you say that, like it's like eventually, like well, yeah.
Yeah, it's very foggy.
This is a cool area though. There's a lot of spray painting. Oh wow. I'm in the middle. Oh my goodness.
J'adore les bouillottes de chez moi. Il m'appelle ça bouillotte dans le lit déjà. Mignon, c'est gentil. Tu vois, c'est gentil. Non, non, il est juste, je vois, il me sert, il me laisse
Man, that's cool.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh wow. Did you see that church? That's cool.
Tu vois, il est très attentionné dans ce plat.
It seems like we're in the outskirts of Paris now. We're going to where Ratatouille took place. Yeah.
In fact, I see an angry old French lady with a shotgun getting ready to exterminate some rats.
Yeah. And a short chef guy and a rat running away. This is really cool though. Oh wow. This is nice. This is cool.
I believe we're coming into the outer
Miniature canal.
reach. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay.
The next car we pass through. And then go sit down. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. Might be one more. Yeah, it's one. I don't know.
You want to go?
No, I'm good.
We might wait for a platform to be available. So please bear with us.
double-decker train?
Yes, please.
Dude,
Please remember to take all your belongings as well and keep them with you when in the station building. Of the Sunday, happy St. Patrick's Day as well.
Nice.
Please press firmly on the black button, to open the door when the train arrives to a
What is
complete
that, man?
stop. We're now waiting for a platform to be available.
Ratatouille land. Really cool. So much trash. Actually crazy. And everything's in French too. Vous entrez dans un espace non fumeur. Merci d'éteindre votre cigarette. Really cool. This is super cool.
And then we'll have about a 3-hour guided sightseeing, concluding at the Ile de la Cité, where the city of Paris was founded, which is founded by the Romans on the island in the middle of the River Seine, and that's where you find Notre Dame, and that's where we'll be able to take some photographs, have a bit of free time.
Compliqué, c'est pas le mot, c'est carrément de la folie, quoi. C'est carrément de la folie. c'est carrément de la folie. C'est pas le droit, mais je prends le bus. On va s'approcher un maximum.
We're just discussing at the front, myself and the driver, how Paris is the same every day. It is Sunday today, and the traffic is very bad. It really is. It's with road closures.
Et de l'autre côté, il n'y a pas de voie de bus, on va rester. Mais bon, c'est dimanche, au principe, ça devrait aller. Mais non, ça fait peur, mais ça roule. La première impression, ça fait peur, mais ça roule.
Ok, d'accord.
Alors, c'est où votre ville à vous? Et vous venez d'où? Quelle ville?
Je ne comprends pas.
Quelle ville?
Quelle ville?
Oui.
Pour l'hôtel?
Non.
Non. Oh,
Le pays?
Les étudiants, oui. C'est.
Ankara, même un petit peu en avance. T'es gentil, toi, tu veux comment?
So, as you can probably tell, ladies and gentlemen, Paris's roads are, and so in August, I think, for the Olympics, right? Yeah. So the whole city is basically being repaired, like that one. So you would go, that is a bonk actually. But yes, just be careful to use those ATMs as they will give you preferential rates. But if you notice, if you look to the side here, you can see a beautiful building, and you'll notice it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stories high. Napoleon III, who was the great-grandson of Napoleon Bonaparte, and
think it's
he
a
had
nephew.
the city was terrible. It was really run down, dirty, smelly. So he employed an architect and a town planner called Haussmann, and Haussmann completely redesigned the city, and all the buildings could not be built any higher than the buildings you see the city. So can you imagine what it was like when the emperors and the kings came through this gate? I, in fact, the last time I was here in Paris, stayed in a hotel literally 30 meters in that direction, past the boucherie on the corner there. Yes, that's the one. Boroughs of London, there are 20 arrondissements in Paris, but instead of them being logical, of course, it's very difficult, I find, because a lot of people, they're not poetic.
On va un petit peu peut-être rappeler le calendrier, peut-être la France y attend mieux que...
Sounds rather good.
Oh, good. Yeah, everything.
Jeez, bro. Long live the resistance of the people of Palestine. Oh boy.
Come here.
Yeah?
I want you to hold it up like that.
Was a gift from the US to Paris, so it's my turn to thank you. merci. But the one you gave us, was 5 times more. No, what? No, come on, you guys saw that on every movie, whatever. So it's not something sexual or vulgar. This is history, the 100 Years' War, France and the Bow. So back then, if some British got French prisoners, they used to cut off that middle finger to the... It was the south of Russia. You see a beautiful building on your left-hand side called Le Grand Palais, the big palace. There's a big and a small one, and both of them were built in 1900, and they are nowadays two museums of lead. The word hotel got so many meanings in French. Hotel means building. Could be like your hotel when you're going to sleep in. But you know what's a moat, right? A gap with the water and drainage system.
Wow.
And in the summer, you get so many rabbits running everywhere. But you Americans don't eat rabbits so much, right? You do?
In Virginia.
In Virginia, you eat rabbits? That. No, but before it was 2 fashion weeks per year. Now almost every month that's a fashion thing, You see here, we couldn't even see that building a couple of days ago because it was a big structure enough to have that fashion show things, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we're going to city tour, see the old monument, and then you have some more free time to stretch your legs to walk in a beautiful neighborhood of Paris. Yeah, and of July. The Tour de France is the most popular TV show, official residence of our French president, like the White House in DC. Do you guys know the name of French president?
Macron.
So guys, that square is called the Concorde Square. Means friendship, opposite of discord. Concorde, discord, but that square was called the Revolution Square because here was the guillotine. And the guillotine? Yeah. And 1,200 noble people will be headed on that square. Like the last king of Versailles with the 16th and his wife Queen Mary Antoinette. You guys all know the guillotine?
Yeah.
And you know why? At the beginning of the revolution they start to hang people. But it took forever. When somebody... Look on your right, on your back. Do you see your flag? You see the American flag on your right?
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yes? So you're on the bus, so you can't stand up, but you can put your right hand on your heart and sing with me. I can't hear you. Century Museum, so all the famous impressionist paintings, Monet, Manet, Van Gogh, Renoir, are all there. Are you going there? Maybe not?
No. Well, maybe in free time.
Free time. If you guys go there, it's closed tomorrow. This one, by the way.
We're not going there.
Okay. So okay. Next time, go to just because it's from a train station. So go to the very end. Go to the very. You go to the Louvre tomorrow. The glass pyramid, I just mentioned quickly, 1989 when it was built. American architect, you guys know? I.M. Pei. Chinese American in a couple of years. I know. Sorry, what's sleeping now?
Pretty cool.
Paris also is very famous for sidewalk cafes. We live in small apartments. You meet your friends after work in a cafe rather than connect to your flat, I know, that's what... So guys, that's one island on your right. So Paris was born on that island like 2,000 years ago, and the name of Paris came from a Celtic tribe, a fisherman tribe named the Parisi. In fact, the river Seine was like a natural moat, around the island. Yeah? There's the first royal palace on your right. And you see those green boxes you can see on the parapet? Oh, most of them are closed today because it's raining. Well, it's shitty weather since a couple of days.
That's awesome. I think we're gonna pass by it.
Tell your neighbours to have another party tonight.
That bridge, some padlocks. So this is start to cut them off already, but if people keep putting those stupid locks, we can have a glass wall. Notre Dame was built in 1163 and was finished in the 14th century. So it took almost 200 years to build the entire cathedral. It was a bit destroyed in the French Revolution, completely restored in the last century. The print machine with Gutenberg about the 15th century. So before before, the only way people have, all the Bible story was just by watching stained windows or sculpture, like an open book, like comics. Yeah. So many famous events took place inside Notre Dame, and a very famous one was the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte, the 2nd December 1804. Have you heard that story? He said to the Pope, "Sit down, I can do it myself." The eagles grab the crown, self-coronation.
We're going to have some free time now.
Money all their life to be able to come to Paris and stuff, and you guys are 15 years old, you're already here. I don't know, I mean, so you understand how lucky you are? Not even 20 national parks, in California. Nobody dreams to go to Idaho or Iowa. So,
No, he was not a president.
I mean, no, he was a politician, an early politician.
He was Jefferson.
Well done. Well done.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
See ya.
And look at what are those things sticking out at the top called?
Gargoyles.
Correct. They are gargoyles. Well, what is the difference between a gargoyle and, say, this animal here? Maybe in front of Notre Dame.
Yeah. This is a cool angle.
Mais c'était sans compter sur la petite lumière.
Je sais pas, c'est pour regarder.
Just came off this little side street. Took a chance and came in here. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my hair is wet.
This guy likes the plane. Oh, sorry.
This is awesome.
Holy crap. That is huge.
He did this place up well.
Wow. Is this a restaurant?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did he say? Frederico?
Yeah. Wow. Really cool.
We'll go downstairs.
Princesse de Dieu, princesse de Dieu, l'amour de Dieu, princesse de Dieu, l'amour de Dieu, les bras.
Bravo. Thank you.
They're from New York, we're California.
Oh, California.
California, cool,
Okay.
cool.
Best California ever.
We're from Virginia.
Ever,
I
Virginia.
have.
Best Virginia ever.
Do you have like a? How do I tell people about you to come? Because we have to get our tour guide in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
What is this address? Like, what is the?
I give the best address ever.
Okay.
Ever. That's for you before.
Oh.
That's shots. Listen shots.
Yeah.
Wow, this is.
Oh yes, this is great. Thank you. And
He drink?
he's
no mention.
15.
He's
yeah.
a baby. Baby
Yeah,
is
I'm a
water.
baby.
Water baby.
Si baby. Si bébé.
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
That is so cool. Yeah.
Watch.
Just stepped on that. I don't know what that was. I think that was like grass. Record, but is that okay?
Yeah.
Nice.
No problem. Pas de problème.
Si, c'est dangereux ici. Parce que la montre elle est très chère.
Ouais.
Et c'est interdit de prendre là.
Oui, je comprends.
Oh. Beautiful. I enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah.
Turned out alright. Oh yeah.
Yes, the temperature is nice, isn't it?
They look like cannon holes. Let me see.
You mean slacks? Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured. 62 and partly sunny. Nice.
Super. No need for the winter coat tomorrow.
Are we in this hotel for more than one night?
I might have a day off tomorrow, you guys can.
Oh, I heard. I think we're here tonight and tomorrow night, and then
Okay.
leaving the day after.
God, all of us. Right, where was I? Yes.
Parce que tomorrow no guide.
No guide. Demain, no guide.
You and me.
Yes. Yes. Mais c'est très simple. Très
Non,
simple.
non, no problème.
Non, pas de problème. Nous,
Excuse me. No, il pleut pas demain.
il pleut
Pas.
pas. Il pleut.
Non,
Le soleil, tout le jour.
il pleut pas. C'est déjà cool.
Ouais.
C'est
Oui, c'est-
positif. Voilà.
Oui. À son Pompidou. Et après,
That is the biggest advertisement. Well, not the biggest advertisement I've ever seen, but it's pretty big.
Pompidou, c'est à Châtelet, ça.
In fact, it says big time.
pour 9 de la groupe, son Pompidou. L'autre 9, marché Pompidou à Louvre. Après l'arrêt. Après le rendez-vous. Pas de problème. Right, let's look at this.
Look at that. That's
Parce que ça,
I know.
Louvre,
Well, that
c'est
is cool,
afternoon
but that
ou
building
morning?
is
Pas de Louvre,
It is.
pas de Louvre.
Dude, this is so awesome.
Louvre, afternoon.
Non,
Après-midi.
pas de Louvre.
Ah, vous allez pas au Louvre? Ah, annulez Louvre, ok.
Mais.
Non, mais vous êtes fatigué là, c'est bon. Reposez-vous.
Oui. Nous départ à 9h.
Voilà.
C'est ça.
Après,
Cultiver
on-
votre
Après,
joy intérieur.
vous êtes.
You don't find interior joy in dressing men. Well, that's not a man, but
Oui,
still,
oui.
in dressing
Long.
nice.
Oui, nous commençons à 5 heures ce matin. Right, now then, let's have a look.
This looks super cool.
Yeah, so breakfast at 8 past 9. Oh, that's all right.
Oh.
Testing.
Yes.
Woo!
Hello.
So on your right is the Louvre Gallery,
Wow.
and that is one wing we're looking at from
I was
over our
wondering
right
why
shoulder
so cute.
to
It's
there.
like that's gotta be a museum.
Huh? Yeah, pardon.
Non, c'est cool, mais voilà. ok.
That's one.
Okay, d'accord. Yes, so this is the Louvre on the side of the river. This was the royal palace before Versailles. I think it was somebody like Louis XII, maybe, one of the old kings of France who had it built, and you can go through there. The road goes through the arches, and then the pyramid is to the right-hand side. But as I mentioned, tucked over to the right now, behind this wing, is the Mini Arc de Triomphe. And if you can see that, you can take a walk down the Tuileries Gardens, and these are these beautiful gardens which we're going to see in a moment on our left. I think we're going straight on, actually. We're not going to cross the bridge. Okay, fair enough. But yes, there's the start of the gardens, and they stretch along the river all the way down to the Place de la Concorde, where they used to chop everybody's head off with the old obelisk, the Egyptian needle, and then you go on to the Champs-Élysées, which takes you all the way up to the Arc de Triomphe. And I think I told some of you earlier that the little arch, which you can just see now over your right shoulder, it's actually quite difficult in the shadows.
I see
It's lit up.
Is it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little arch back behind us. Yeah, okay. So that is, I think, 2 miles
Way
from
back. Way back there.
the Arc de Triomphe, and it's exactly half the size. And then you go 4 miles in the following direction, and you come to the Arch of the La Défense, and that's where we're staying. And that's this beautiful, modern, silver mirrored archway, which is the very centre of the new development called the La Défense. That building on the right is the
Where's the
Orangerie,
obelisk? Where the
which is another amazing art gallery. And there's the Concorde Square with the needle on the right. But yes, La Défense is a relatively new district of Paris, which was totally redeveloped in the 80s and 90s. Now home to a lot of the banks in large skyscrapers. This is the highest legal court in the land on the left-hand side. But Paris is a beautiful city by night. You can see the Sacré-Cœur. Look up. Oh no, it's not. It's just a dome of. No, you can't see the Sacré-Cœur from here. I mean, one of the things I was going to suggest tomorrow is it might be feasible for us from where we are to go to Montmartre for about an hour tomorrow morning, before we go to the Pompidou Centre, and then Pompidou isn't too far at all. It's an 11:30 appointment we have for our Pompidou for me and Andrea's group, and it could be that you guys in Kim's group take a walk from there, a very leisurely walk. It isn't that far actually. And look at this beautiful restaurant on a boat on the right hand side. Doesn't that look inviting? And then you'll be at the Louvre for your 12:30 appointment. The only thing that you might need to do is have some lunch before you, mind you, once you go in, you need to go in on time. So how does that sound, group leaders? Do you fancy going to Montmartre for an hour in the morning?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously it's all dependent on the bus, but you know, we're going to be leaving at 9. We'll probably be at Montmartre for about 9:30.
Oh,
9:30. Or maybe in heaven by then, I don't know. And yes, you can see the old Invalides on your left, the tomb of Napoleon over there.
Napoleon.
Oh my gosh.
But we were there
And then
earlier.
the Alexander III Bridge with the beautiful golden statues heralding. And then the Grand Palais and the Petit Palais. Merci, monsieur. But yes, so if we suggest that, and then we can retrace our steps, drop off everybody at Pompidou. 11:30 we go into Pompidou. You'll be down to the Louvre probably by 12. You've probably got time to have lunch. They give you about half an hour's flexibility either way at the Louvre. I mean, it seems strange that, you know, you've been given a specific time because, you know, normally they say you can come any time of day, but as I said, the rules change. You know, I mean, just today when I was trying to get the tickets for the Eurostar, good God.
Yeah.
No, you've got to get a ticket. You can't come through without a physical ticket per person. Go to the desk. No, we don't give tickets. You've got to scan them in one by one. What? If I had any hair, I'd pull it out.
You do have hair, Mr. Damien.
I've got a fine head of hair for a man of my age.
Oh yeah.
I'm only 72.
or 1870 years.
Feel like it, yeah, exactly, 1890 years old. So there's one of the mosques. That's the main modern new mosque here in Paris. You can probably tell it's a very multicultural city. There are people from all over the world here in Paris. The French, of course, like British, had their own share of colonies and empire. A lot of North African connections. And some Asian and American and Central American connections, of course. But yeah, Paris is a very cosmopolitan melting pot. And that was quite a spectacular mosque, I thought. And you can see the Eiffel Tower if you're on the left-hand side. We're getting closer and closer. We're going to pass it underneath. I mean, the other thing, of course, is, I mean, I wanted, without Thierry on board, it's kind of a bit difficult because, you know, I wanted us to stop up there over on the right-hand side. You can see the illuminated curve of what is the Trocadero, and we came down where we took photos and got off the bus of the Eiffel Tower below that. But the viewing platform at the top is great. But you see, with the Olympics coming, there's nowhere to park anymore for buses. They're just stopping buses from parking anywhere. So get your cameras out. Here's an even up close and personal view of the Eiffel Tower. The legs of it, as discussed, yeah, it was built for the in 1888, and it was only ever supposed to be a temporary structure. To destroy it is a bit strong. It wasn't going to be destroyed. And look at these idiots taking photographs in the middle of the road. I mean, coffin dodgers. Honestly.
Terry had a point.
Yeah. So, yes, the problem is that the police are getting very hot and they won't let you stop at Trocadero. So that's out really. But I think we'll do Montmartre in the morning, do the galleries, and then what I'll do is I think I'll bring the your group, Adrid, down to the Louvre area after we've done the Pompidou. And then maybe we'll just stay in radio with Kim and then kind of meet up after they've been around there, because perfectly the restaurant for tomorrow night is just 4 blocks north of the Louvre. We can walk up to Place Vendôme, which we didn't see today, where the Ritz Hotel is and all of the super wealthy watches and jewellery manufacturers, and then maybe do a bit more shopping before dinner, and then go for our cruise. How does that sound as a loose plan, everybody?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Because of course you will see the Eiffel Tower again tomorrow night from the river.
Beautiful.
Now I can't guarantee it, but after this time of night on the hour, the Eiffel Tower comes to light with sparkles, and it's just something that we can't, without these day and a half we've got, realistically here in the city, you just can't do it. I mean, you could spend a week here and you'd still be wanting to see Musée d'Orsay and going, out to Versailles and to Disney and so on,
I forgot about Disney. Is
that in France?
Yeah,
Disney
at
Europe?
Disneyland Paris.
Well, who cares about Disney?
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
You can do Disney anywhere you go. Disney can.
I was just wondering. I don't want to go.
Something off.
I know. If he thought we wanted to go, he got us totally wrong.
But depending on time tomorrow, we'll get ourselves up to the Sacré-Cœur, and maybe we'll wander down to Pigalle and get a photograph outside the Moulin Rouge. But again, it's all going to be time dependent. Now then, what else do I want to say? Well, I'll tell you a story about being here in Paris. So here we are at the Trocadero. So you just only go around the island. If you look left, you'll see the viewing platform. And there's the blue police vans, which are patrolling it so coaches can't stop. But coaches stopped over there. But anyway, as we go around the island, you'll see the Eiffel Tower back over your shoulder. It's a very famous view. When Hitler came to Paris after the French had surrendered in the 1941, you just get a glimpse of it now. There's a very famous picture of Hitler standing there, proud as punch, because of course Hitler was going to make 3 places his capital: Paris, Berlin and Edinburgh. That was his plan.
What? Edinburgh?
And that's why he didn't get bombed in the war. I arrived there at the Trocadero on a particularly difficult tour. The group leader had been drafted in at the last minute, and it was her first year at this school. She was like a senior professor in history, and they were Californians. Honestly. But basically, she was a puppet for these 3 witches. They were like the 3 witches of the opening scene in Macbeth. When shall we 3 meet again in sunshine, rain and blooming Damien's blood? I'm okay, don't worry. No, I'm not having a fit. Spectacular. One man show, he's saying, bravo, thank you, Andy. Anyway, there hadn't been that many things hadn't gone perfectly. Let's say there was issues in London and Edinburgh, and we got to Paris, and I was thinking at least. Oh yes, it was actually, I remember the tour was, it was a London, Paris, Barcelona tour. And I can't do those anymore because EF have restructured. And we've seen a here's a synagogue by the look of it. Yeah.
It's a synagogue?
And it looks like it, doesn't it? With signage on the outside, but seeing all of the types of religious buildings that Paris has to offer. Anyway, I'm like really excited to show them the spectacular view from the Trocadero to the Eiffel Tower, and I get them onto the platform, and down below is literally a full-scale riot. I have never seen anything like it in my life. There was tear gas, bombs, like smoke bombs, running kind of like batons of police, charging these protesters who were throwing rocks and all kinds of things, and it was all going on underneath the Eiffel Tower.
Oh shoot!
And I'm like, nothing to see here, everybody. Nothing to see.
See street, beautiful street.
Yes, c'est très joli. Yes, isn't this a nice?
House, c'est beaucoup de house, murs, des beaux murs.
Ah, yes, okay, beautiful. Anyway, what was going on was the fact that it was the SNCF, who are the Chemin de National, the Société Nationale de Chemin de Fer, which means the railway union who provide the services, and they had been on the drivers and the guards and all the people involved, and guess what? They'd been on strike for about a week, and it had just reached a head. And this is what was happening. It was kicking off. Anyway, I'm kind of like ushering them back to the bus as quickly as I possibly can, and my phone rings, and of course it's EF head office saying, "Now you know that flight you were going to take to Barcelona the day after tomorrow. The train you were going to take, because of course we were going on the sleeper train overnight the night after. That's not happening." Now, I had persuaded this group, because they were art students, to move the whole itinerary around, so that instead of having half a day at the Louvre on that day, they were going to have the whole day the following day at the Louvre before we went on the overnight sleeper. Anyway, the news came through head office, and basically they said, yes, you need group one, and we were staying at a really handy hotel at Disneyland in Paris, 2.5 hours outside of the city by bus.
So good.
We need the first group in reception at 1 a.m. tomorrow morning.
No.
Because they'll be flying at 5 o'clock, and you'll be flying not until 9 o'clock the following night. And so I had to break the news to them that not only did they hate me, not only did they double toilet trouble, but the whole reason they'd come, they now weren't going to the Louvre, and I was the one who'd rearranged it. So you can't, you win some, you lose some in this job, I'm afraid. It's you just can't guarantee anything, and that's why the greatest skill of a tour director is being able to think on their feet and problem solve,
They're going to walk down the street.
Yeah. And then she looks at you as if, we're in the wrong. Anyway, next, onward we go, outward bound towards the Défense area. And it's along the river. Now, tomorrow, we may get a glimpse.
There it is.
But there is another Statue of Liberty not far from here. It sits on one of the main pontoons of the bridges across the water. Can't remember exactly where it is just now. Which bridge it's on from here, but I know we're close, so I'll keep my eyes peeled in the daylight. But this is the Palace of Congress, which is another typically French building. Absolutely crazy architecture.
Look at this building.
I like it. I do like it. But
Really cool. I think it's a movie theater. But I'm not sure.
No.
I've never been to DC. No, yes. I'm not a big fan of all the classical stuff. I'm a fan of the real modern stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
The city I really want to go to is Brasilia to see
Ooh.
the Oscar Niemeyer stuff. Have you ever seen pictures of what Brasilia looks like? Obviously built as a new capital in Brazil because, like Australia, the two cities had such big egos. What Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo couldn't decide between them who was going to be the capital, so they built a brand new one exactly halfway between them. Brasilia, and the architecture of the 1960s of Oscar Niemeyer is just space age. So I'd like to see that. And yeah, what's the capital of Canberra? Kind of gave the game away there. What's the country that Canberra's the capital of?
Canberra?
Canberra.
You mean?
Australia.
Canberra.
Canberra? Yeah, what's Berra when it's canned?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it. No, yes, I lived in Sydney for 2.5 years.
Oh wow.
And that was great. That's Australia is wonderful. It's paradise on earth. It's paradise on earth, and I wish it was there. Yeah, but the only thing about Australia is it's 200 years old, and therefore you haven't got that kind of heritage and history. But the environment is the most perfect I've ever lived in. But they, unfortunately, they're just a little bit. With no disrespect, this is not I love the Aussies. I wouldn't have lived there for 2.5 years if I didn't. But their media and their attitudes are a little bit last century, if you know what I mean. They haven't quite caught up with the political correctness of the modern era, and that was a bit of a problem for me. But nevertheless, I had a lovely time. Now, if you look into the murk and distance, you can actually see the arch of La Défense directly ahead. There are 2 red lights right in the sky, and if you look carefully, you can see the light reflecting underneath the arch. And we're a good mile or so away from it, so you get a sense of how large this arch actually is. So the Arc de Triomphe should be directly behind us. It is, I can see it if you look through the back window. And the Arch de la Défense is directly in front of us.
That means good.
Yeah. Beep. Beep beep.
Do a lot of tour directors went
After one tour.
What's the turnover rate? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's quite high.
Yes, Drew just asked me if what the turnover of VF tour directors is in terms of do a lot of us quit. It becomes pretty apparent pretty quickly if you're going to be able to do the job in your own mind. Because a situation like that, I'm not panicking. If we crash, we crash. So what? At this speed, I'm never worried. It's only when we do it. I'm never worried in domestic areas at all. Because we're on a massive bus, not in a small car, and as long as you've got your seatbelts on, you'll be absolutely fine. That's why I don't worry. But yeah, it is extremely stressful, and you're always clinging on to your plan in your head, your schedule, and trying to hold it on the rails, and if it goes off, it can go off drastically. I mean, my story of the of the art students is literally, that comes into 7th place in my worst tours of all time.
Let's hear first.
Do you really want to know the worst tour of all time?
Yes. This one.
Dang.
Well, we're going to be at the hotel very soon. I'll tell you what happened on my very first day, on my very first tour, just now, and then maybe I'll tell you, then the worst tour, the tour from hell, I called it, the worst tour of all time, and this I was really experienced. This was only 2 years ago, and it was just irrecoverable. But what happened on? So I did my EF training, and as if you remember, it could be here. That's the Novotel. No, we're not the Novotel.
It's right next door.
Oh, it is. We are here. So they'll have to wait. It will have to wait. Monsieur, you paquet ici, oui?
Ah oui, oui.
Ah, perfecto. Pour la nuit?
Ah oui.
Aha. Ok, d'accord.
Attendez.
Yes, no problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give the driver a round of applause.
Oh man, if we can just unload.
Do they just open?